Hey guys, I just wanted to share real quick with you guys a brief history of um, the world that I am going to have you guys take part in doing collaboratory creation with, or as I call it, a living, breathing world. Um, this is an area that my groups that I personally do here at home with use and my family up in Tennessee uses and helps create. So basically, I'm going to give you guys the brief history of it so that when we do the contest videos, you guys kind of have an understanding of what's going on. So I'm going to show you a copy of the map up on the screen, and then I'm going to try to find a way to kind of upload it onto my YouTube page or a link to it so that you could see the original sketch. So what I basically do is I have this original sketch of the world or the section of the continent done on here, and then I scan it into my computer, and then I print it out, and then I just take a pen and kind of hand go over it. Okay, so I'm going to show you kind of that so you get a little bit of the idea of what this world looks like. So I'm not the greatest map drawer. I'm trying to get better, but basically, this section of the world is known as the Dellfar. It's a huge, great kingdom that spans almost the size of a continent. Huge kingdom. And basically, how it got founded is a group of nomadic, like water dwelling communities from an island started to explore their way up into the mainland, if you will. And basically, as they were exploring and expanding, and these tribes expand, a kingdom called Galveston was founded up in the northern western mountain range, kind of where the river from the coast went up into a valley between two mountain ranges. And it became big, it flourished. Well, they basically wanted to migrate down and get kind of where the nomadic tribes that founded this region were. And so Galveston set up a almost like a sub village or a colony down below, known as Deerwood Villages. Okay, and as time progressed, basically, Deerwood Villages got kind of sick and tired of the taxation on them to fund Galveston's kind of like expansion in the world, if you will. So they teamed up with the nomadic tribes, and there's three of them. Okay, the three tribes, okay, were the Dell, hence the Dellfar colony's name, the Dell, the Nickel, and the Guardians. Okay, and the head of these three tribes were the Dell. But the Dell viewed the other two tribes as their equal, but the other two are technically beneath the Dell, if that makes any sense. So these three different tribes, or I guess you could say sub-tribes of the Dell, joined in with the villagers from Deerwood Village and did an uprising. Okay, and they basically won their freedom from the Galveston kingdom, and so they split off. So now the the three tribes, just to kind of give you a hint of where they kind of were. Okay, so the Guardians, okay, basically they kind of reigned up in this area here. I know it's hard to see the map, but they kind of reigned in this area here. The Nickel ran this kind of area, okay? And then the Delf kind of did this area here. So these three tribes kind of had different sections. And they basically teamed up with the small colonist village of Deerwood to go and kind of do war to split off. And when they won their independence, they decide to unify and join forces to become one, I guess you could say, country, if you will. And they named their kingdom the Dellfar after the tribes, the nomadic tribes. Now, the nomadic tribes, they consist of elves, half elves, humans, and half orcs. And that's kind of where the sub races kind of break in. And basically, the Dellfar, the kingdom, once they unified, kind of made a couple different great cities as they expand. So there is Meadtown that is known for their ales and their meads that they make. The town's original name has been lost and forgotten over time. Now they are basically controlled by Miradoc. Okay, Miradoc is a bigger city just south of Meadtown. Okay, now the Deerwood Village, even though it was like the first civilization, it never got past that like old small little community. It's not even really a village, it's very small farming community. Okay. Next to it is the Vinelands, and it's heavily loaded with elves, and it's again a type of farming land, but they specialize in fruits and such. Now, to all the way to the south along the coastal line is Bridgetown. Bridgetown is like the big harbor city. It has a naval base basically that protect the merchant ships from pirates and such. And it's right along the coast, but it's also at the tip of the river that expands the rest of the I guess the region, if you will. Okay. And then there is the Chip Mountain Range that the Nickel Mills is. That's where the dwarves live. That's where the half orcs live and such. There's a town in there called Chippeton, and they are very much a religious sect in this mountain range. Deerwood Village is a very superstitious town. Okay, think almost like Sleepy Hollow when you think of that. And then there's the Deerwood Forest. This is supposed to be an ancient like forest. It has some elves and such in there. North of Meadtown is Dead Forest, and the Dead Forest is just very eerie, very creepy, dark, very ancient forest. Okay. Now, during the war that happened between Galveston and the rest of the Dellfar, the way the war ended is something happened, and where the Mirkwood now is on the map, it got flooded out. There was a town there, and it completely got flooded out. So now it's just swampy, eerie, haunted lands along the coast. So that's kind of a catch up to where we are in this map when you're looking at it. And like I said, I'm going to try to find a way, even if it's just like my image on here, I'm going to go and put this map on there so you can better see what I'm talking about. But I just basically wanted to give you guys kind of a heads up about what is going on in this world. Okay, so that's the brief history of the Dellfar. Also, I just wanted to add real quickly, when you're looking at the map, if you see any misspellings and stuff, I just wanted to share with you guys, I do have a learning disability, and I'm not the best speller, so please forgive the misspelling, okay? Um, it's about storytelling, collaboration, so try to be a little bit nice about the misspellings if you see it, because having a learning disability is a bitch. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.